A lot of people wonder if they can make a living in the game industry, especially if they're working in game audio or art or something like that, some sort of non-traditional career path. They wonder if they can make a living, if they can make a good one at that, if they can pay the bills and all that sort of stuff, all the standard adult things. And I'm here to tell you that yes, of course you can. Absolutely you can. Even if your friends or family members are telling you to go be a doctor or a lawyer or something like that because they're afraid you'll make no money in the game industry, you in fact certainly can. Even if you want to work as a freelancer or at a AAA studio, whatever path you want to go down, yes, you absolutely can. Now, the mistake I see a lot of people make is that they focus just on getting good at their craft. That's very important, but for example, I see a lot of composers or sound designers focus just on getting good at sound design and nothing else. And while that's important to get good at your craft, you absolutely should be doing that. If that's all you're focusing on, it's going to be really hard to make a career from this. Because this is such a non-traditional path, there's no real map or road map to kind of getting into the game industry, there's a lot more that you need to focus on than just getting good. You need to be really good with your personal finances, for one. That kind of applies to absolutely every career. You have to be good at networking and talking to humans and other people, and I have plenty of videos on this channel about that. You need to be good at working on teams. You need to be good at going out and putting yourself out there and kind of pitching yourself to other people so that you can work with them. And you have to be able to deal with tons and tons and tons of uncomfortable situations, because as you push yourself further and further out, you're going to get more and more uncomfortable and put in situations that you never thought you'd be in, but you have to kind of push through. Maybe an angry coworker or an angry team member or a networking situation where you don't know anybody. Things like that are going to come up. So a mistake that a lot of people make is just focusing on getting good and ignoring all the things that I just mentioned, and there's so much more. But when you do focus on kind of a holistic approach where you're actually focusing on it from a career point of view other than just a getting good point of view, you're going to make a lot more inroads into the game industry, and you're going to have a lot more work to show for it. Now, as you get started and as you kind of dive into this more and more, you may feel the urge to quit after maybe a month or 2 months or even a year, because you won't see your results really quickly. Anything that's worth it won't come super easily to 99.9% of people. You're going to have to be working through all the kind of crappy moments, maybe bad projects or projects you don't care about, maybe with bad clients every so often, or clients that don't pay, or unpaid projects, free work, student work. All that sort of stuff is going to come up, and you're going to need to push through it. There's going to be a point where you're going to think, oh, this probably isn't my passion. I need to switch to something else. And that's a problem that I see come up a lot with a lot of creative people. They think they need to feel 100% energized and in love with their work all of the time, and that's impossible. I don't know anybody who has ever achieved that level of flow 100% of the time all throughout their life. So you're going to need to work through some crappy moments as well. So no matter how much time you put into this, there will be moments where things kind of feel like garbage. But if you want a career in the game industry, which again is completely possible and can be very rewarding, you just need to push through those moments and learn more than just your craft. Hello everybody. If you like this video, please sign up for my newsletter. That's where I share all my best stuff for those of you who want to make a career regardless of what your discipline is, programming, art, audio, in the game industry. So for those of you who want an actual career that pays you and pays you well, sign up for my newsletter. That's where I share all of my best advice. Of course, also like the channel and subscribe. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next one.